Gate 14 podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Junta. And stop me when you've heard this. JR is not in attendance today. It is just me and Avery, the old crew running it back. Avery, how are you doing, man?
Good. We got out on the golf course today. Had a good time. Jays played well. Are playing well currently. We're still recording during the game. So this could be a horrible jinx if the Jays end up losing this game and we'll never record during a game again. But I feel like we're going to be okay.
The Jays are all the, I mean, dude, like, you want to talk about exciting to watch a team right now? I mean, listen, yesterday was tough, obviously, but it's baseball. Those games happen. The Jays are, this offense is so fun to watch. Gurriel is absolutely mashing. Ross Stripling might be the best pitcher in baseball. It's just, it's incredible. And I got to tip my cap to you because you did call it. You said that Ross Stripling, and maybe it was like a hot take, Skip Bayless, but every once in a while, blind squirrel finds a nut. You said Ross Stripling was going to pitch the best. And I mean, the guy didn't give up a fucking run. I think he gave up one hit.
That's pretty good. And the play today by Vladdy to almost fuck him, and then they gave Ross Stripling an error on that right away was banana lands. He was just covering first. I think Ross Stripling, I texted the group chat that Jeremy doesn't talk in besides saying he won't be at the show. You guys can take this one. That's what he says every time he can't make it. I said I don't think the Jays would be anywhere without Ross Stripling this year. And again, it's a little over exaggeration. I understand that because Manoa's been so good, Gosman's been so good, and the bats have been so good. But the way they haven't skipped a beat when Ross Stripling enters the rotation every time is so crucial to this team's success. Keeping it up every time he pitches, although he doesn't pitch enough for quality starts in a lot of his starts, he has given you a chance to win pretty much every one of those ball games he started in.
Yeah. And no, I mean, it's not even a hot take or like a crazy thing to say. The Jays would not be anywhere without him. He's so good out of the bullpen. I mean, his stats aren't as good as when he's a starter, but he comes out of the bullpen for that long relief, kind of takes the arm, like rests the rest of the bullpen arms because he goes long. And then when he's a starter, like you said, and look who it is. It is Jeremy Roach has blessed us with his presence. Were you trolling when you said you couldn't make it, or what's the deal here? Are you actually going to leave?
I was like serious, but I thought you guys were going to film like at 6, and I was like, well, I can't do that.
We said we were filming after the game in the party in the chat. What are you talking about?
Well, I was like, how serious are these boys in filming right now? And I wasn't sure.
You thought we were bluffing.
We've done this before.
So then I was like, you thought we were lying when we made a prior plan to film.
Well, no, the prior plan was like 5:30 to 6.
True, that is true.
Is it? Okay, I was wrong then.
I had no idea. I think I said 5 to 6 would work great.
When you said let's rip, I was like, are these boys serious or are we fucking doing this?
Yes, we're serious. So anyway, the JR is back. The whole gang is back.
We chirped you a little bit there. This is awesome, Jay.
We didn't even really roast you that bad. We just said, stop me when you hear this. JR is not here today, but you're all the way back. So credit to you for being here. So just a little recap. So me and Avery golfed today, 8 a.m. Actually, it was raining like crazy. Then it just stopped for us, which is, you just love to see it. I will say this, Avery is a fucking disgusting golfer. It is so terrible for the self-esteem to golf with this fucking dickhead. He shot a 77, 5 over after 18. Just ridiculous shit. Beat me by 20 strokes. The guy is a fucking menace on the golf course. So if any listeners want to challenge us to a scramble, we might dog walk you all the way home because it will just be an absolute murder. But I got to tell my cap to you, if you are a good golfer, that's something that you can kind of be cocky about now from here on out.
77 today. Back-to-back days of 77. I was like 5 over at the turn too, and I shot even on the back. So that was good. Jeremy, I mean, if we're playing a scramble, honestly, Jeremy might not help us too much.
No, scramble is my best thing.
Okay. It's my definitely
my game.
It's definitely my worst thing.
Defending GOAT's classic champion.
And I'll say this about Johnny's golf game. the 2-iron he got today, absolutely electric. Just love seeing him hit that thing. He also doesn't know his distances at all. So if you were able to figure out how far you hit a club, you'd probably shave 10 strokes off your game.
Well,
You need to go to a range.
It's that as well as like me not having a grasp on like, because obviously like the good guys like you and shit know like based on the weather and stuff, you know, like the distance will be added to it with the wind behind you. Like for instance, it doesn't make any sense. I was 165 out or whatever it was, and I had a fucking pitching wedge over the green. Like, what the fuck? That's like tour numbers. Like, I had in my right mind, I was like, this might be short with a pitch, and it went over the fucking green. So you just have I have no grasp of anything because the numbers just don't make sense.
Yeah, it truly doesn't make sense. Your iron game, you must like loft the club somehow so it just takes off, but it doesn't look weird at all. Like I hit the ball far and I hit my pitching wedge like 135 and you were hitting it 170 at times today, just out of the blue.
I need to see JR on the golf course. Like, and I want to see JR on the golf course though with no pre-range. Like I want you to go in there fucking no lube, just straight first tee. That's it.
It's been ugly this year. I really do need to go to a range. That's for sure.
Can you tell us what's been the problem? Because there's just one hilarious part of Jeremy's golf game that he's developed this year that is just incredible that you've never seen before, pretty much.
So like, I used to be like the worst chipper ever, and like now my chipping is like decent. Like Avery will tell you, like it's like okay, it's not bad.
Yeah.
And my putting. It's still shit, but it used to be really bad, like 3 putts all day. Iron game is still bad, but it's actually better this year. But off the tee, man, I used to fucking menace. Like people were like, "Holy fuck!" That's why I have like 3 eagles in my career. Like I shot 2 birdies once and shot a 108. Like that's just the style of play. That's why I'm a good scramble player. 2 birdies and a 108. Like. Explain how that's possible. I tell people that. Like that's my game.
That just doesn't.
Right now, off the tee, it is so fucking bad that I am missing the ball on swings, and I don't know what it is. And people are looking at me trying to fix it. Like I'm not even close to the ball sometimes. So I have something going on, and it's not even. I don't even think it's fundamentals. I think it's just in my brain.
It's a mental game.
It's mental game. So every time I go to the course, it's 4 hours of fucking trying to get in the lab and fixing my health, pretty much.
Golf is just terrible for the mental health. It really is. But it's just an incredible game to go out there. The time flies by when you're golfing, but it is crazy. Like it's crazy how shit people can. Like it's crazy how shit you could be, but also how good you could be. You know, like. You'll have 2 good holes consecutively. You're like, holy fuck, like I'm all the way back. And then you'll just have like a series of meltdowns. Like this man, Avery, was even on the back. Like he would have tap-in birdies.
He's been golfing really well lately.
I think I played 30 rounds this year.
Yeah, he's been golfing a lot.
Oh, okay. I've only played like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I played 3 this weekend. So it's just like 8 in the last week, most likely. So I mean, if you're shitty and you golf a lot, it doesn't really change things, but it's like the short game and the putting comes along during the season.
I will say I was dialed the putter today. Like I was lipping out, fucking burning edges the whole day. I almost snapped my Scotty Cameron. But yeah, that's what happened today with the golfer, and that's what we did this morning. We're still recording this, and by the way, Calvin Biggio just hit another double.
I was about to say that too.
He's on the loose. He's on the fucking loose. And this team, this whole lineup, when it's buzzing like this, is just you never want to like get off the couch. It's like 1 to 9, every single hitter could do something right now. And Matt Chapman's not even in the lineup.
I think, yeah. Well, that's what we knew this team was to be, right? That's why they were one of the favorites to win the World Series this year. I think we need to talk about what we think of Gabriel Moreno, though, because
He's so fast.
We didn't get to talk about it on last episode, which sucked because as soon as the episode ended, he got called up after we talked for 10 minutes about whether he should be called up or not. I don't remember what our verdict was, but hopefully we were kind of right.
I think we were right with it.
But it would be funny if we weren't right. I think people might like that.
We're not the brightest fucking people ever, but it's Gabriel Moreno I had no idea he was this fucking fast. Like ground ball to second or short, it's like, holy fuck, he could beat this out. Like I'm watching him down the line. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did this come? He is a freak. He is so fast. I had no idea he was a shortstop before this.
He's the fastest kid alive. There was that Austin Meadows all-time bad game in the outfield today. Actually, kind of hilarious to watch. It's when we played men's league, there's about a player like that in every single outfield. But the ball that went out for the ground rule double that went out onto the side in right field, Moreno was just scoring there because he was so quick. It was just a little blooper too. He was scoring from first. I couldn't believe it. There's one other player who looks that athletic behind the plate, and in fantasy baseball, it's why people take him, and it's JT Realmuto, who is just like a full athlete. He steals bases. Gabriel Moreno is just a better athlete than JT Realmuto, it looks like. Wouldn't you say, Jared?
Yeah. The shortstop background, I didn't know. I didn't know about that. Makes you think if he could play another position, we could use that. Like, I wonder, like, if he's fast, like, I mean, he just doesn't look like a, I don't know, maybe it's because he's a little thicker, but the second base, like, if he could play second base, fuck.
That's a good point. But Espinal, dude.
But he's so we looked
I know.
When did he say the shortstop was? When
he got signed to the Blue Jays?
Okay, yeah. 'Cause I remember we looked at this for the reason, and he had only played like 2 games at third base throughout the minors besides catching.
Yeah, and listen, I might get roasted by people, but I'm almost positive he played shortstop because I heard they were talking about it on the broadcast, which is why he's so like quick and fast and like so athletic. But I'm pretty sure he did. But he is so fucking good. Like, obviously, his first hit comes off one of the nastiest relievers I've ever seen. The guy throwing 101, and Moreno just spits on it and smacks it up the middle. It was bananas.
Gregory Soto is so dangerous because he has absolutely no idea where the ball is going to, and he throws that hard.
No fucking idea where the ball is going. But listen, it's 6-0 right now. I'm going to assume it's done. I mean, that's just how I am. Obviously,
I mean, Trent Thornton struck out Miggy. Like, this game was over when that happened.
Yeah, yes, he did strike out Miggy. So Trent Thornton's might be all the way back. It's just, it's refreshing to see. Obviously that game yesterday was bananas because they got dog walked. But if they keep winning series, I don't know the last time they've lost a series.
Don't do this again. Last time we did this, we lost a bunch in a row.
Okay, whatever. But the Jays keep winning series, so you gotta just tip your cap because this is fucking incredible to watch. And the thing that's even worse is the Jays just never gain ground. They never gain ground on the fucking Yankees. I don't get it. The Yankees just keep skull fucking teams. I think they just swept the Cubs. They beat the Twins after Garrett Cole gives up 7 home runs. They just continue to win games. Matt Shoemaker, whatever the fuck his name is just launching baseballs into orbit. He has
it's Matt Carpenter, right?
Matt Carpenter, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah. He is launching. What the fuck is going on in New York? Because that team has no business being that good.
Mm-hmm.
The Jays have a better record than the Yankees since May 20-something, 27th maybe.
Put it on a banner.
Yep. So I think we need to the Jays had the best record in the league since whatever date in May. I need to find that date because it sounds stupid without me saying it. They were like 17-7 in that time, and that was the best record in baseball before we lost.
I'm assuming you're talking about like that Angel series. That has to be what it is because that was the time they started heating up.
Most likely, yeah. That would make sense.
But we got to talk about Lourdes.
Sorry, let's finish on the Yankees point. Jared, what do you have to say about the Yankees as an avid
Yankees guy? As an avid Yankees guy, what do you have to say about the Yankees?
Why? Because I fucking chirp the shit out of them. Is that what we're saying? No, they're playing really well. I mean, they can hit the shit of the ball, that's for sure. But I still don't think they have the pitching right now. But the thing is, they can pretty much get whoever the fuck they want at the deadline. I mean, the Jays are pretty much tied for second in the AL, so it's nothing to complain about. But I mean, the Yankees are like 8 games ahead of the next team. Like, the fact that the Twins are up there, like close to second in the AL, blows my goddamn mind. But But no, I think I mean, they're playing really well. I mean, they're bound for a crash, though. Like, I can see it happening.
I cannot wait because Yankees fans might be the cockiest humans right now in baseball. They're the biggest dickheads. The only guy that I respect on that team, which I will say, is Aaron Judge. He has 24 fucking home runs, and we're not even close to the All-Star break. We're still a month away, pretty much, to the All-Star break, and he has 24. He legit has a very, very good chance. It's not even a hot take. He's going to end the first half of the season with 30 home runs. 30 fucking home runs.
He is probably made a crazy decision, but not taking a contract and betting on himself. The guy's going to get paid fucking $1 trillion.
He's going to get so much money.
He got laughed at. I mean, we laughed at him.
Yeah, we did.
What was it, like 500 million he was asking for?
I don't know what he's asking for. I think it was like in something in like the Soto Harper range, which honestly, now you can make the case.
Now he's going to get.
He clearly deserves that. And I hope the Yankees don't pay on that. That would be electric.
Like,
awesome who else is gonna like? Who else? Like, if you're
the Dodgers, I guarantee you the Dodgers would find a way to weasel it. I guarantee you they'd find a way.
That would be so weird.
It's the only other team that can really spend over the tax that much, right? That consistently does.
The Red Sox maybe too. They could spend that much.
Oh, imagine him! No fucking way.
Johnny Damon did it. Johnny Damon did it the other way.
Yeah, and he stunk, didn't he?
Yeah, he was terrible, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Listen, and I gotta obviously listen. Mudboy came out of. I'll be honest. Mudboy came out of the woodwork a couple times. I held my tongue a lot of the time. So credit to me. There was just a couple comments like someone. I actually didn't respond to this comment. I wanted to talk about it here. There's people there was someone in the comments that said this was a bad take. The Jays don't need starting pitching. What the fuck are you talking? The Jays need a starting pitcher. Like Ross Stripling is good. Kikuchi is so shaky. You never know with that fucking guy. Ryu is injured every 3 fucking weeks. Ross Stripling is good. I will say that. But if the Jays need anything, they do need a fucking starting pitcher. The bullpen comment I made about like trading a big time prospect for a bullpen, like that was kind of dumb. But the Jays need an arm, right? Like they need a starting pitcher.
So let's rank them for us because there's 3 things we need now: a good bullpen arm, a starter, and a left-handed bat. As a group, what do we think it is?
Left-handed bat has to be one, right?
I don't know though. Like, I don't think we want to force a left-handed bat. You know what I mean? Like, I think bullpen arm's one, but like bullpen arm, we're not going to give up as much for a bullpen arm compared.
Yeah,
to
like you give up. Honestly,
right?
I'm comfortable giving up like Roshans or something like that.
Yeah,
that's still a lot for a bullpen arm.
Look, you'd have to get a guy with control for a prospect like that.
Yeah, you'd have to get like a. Yeah, you'd have to get like I said, like a David Bednar type, a guy that has a pretty good amount of years left to control. I think Bednar has 2 or 3 years left to control, and he has like a sub 180 ERA right now as a closer. So, I'm more comfortable giving away a bat right now, like or trying to trade for a left-handed bat because obviously Biggio has been good, but I don't know if he's going to sustain what he's doing right now. And the Jays need a left-handed bat bad, obviously. I mean, I wish it was fucking Shoemaker. Is it Carpenter?
Carpenter, yeah.
I wish it was like a Carpenter type where you just sign a guy for a minor league deal and he just becomes the best fucking left-handed guy in baseball or switch whatever.
Textbook fucking Yankees, man. They take a guy
who's mowing his lawn.
Yeah, and then just like becomes an absolute stud for them.
Pisses me off.
I think a guy who just got sent down, I don't know really his situation, is Dom Smith for the Mets.
That's a tricky one. That's a good fucking that's a very, very like that's an intriguing one. Like Dom Smith,
first base outfield type guy. Because we need a guy who can kind of play everywhere for that role because I don't think we're going to slot whatever left-handed bat we need right away as a starter because I don't know who we'd trade away. But
I could see him figuring it out in the AL.
I just think he needs at bats and he just hasn't gotten them. And he's like a Biggio type where he's kind of been worn out by the organization. I think it's just time for a fresh start for him. So that's what I'm thinking. So if for me, I think bullpen arms number one. Fuck, man. It's tricky. I think we need a bullpen arm the best.
Like the starting pitcher is probably the last.
I think so too.
List.
So I'll go 1A, 1B is bullpen arm, left-handed bat, and then third is starting pitcher.
Yeah. I'm like it's I don't even care if the lineup keeps hitting like this or at least sustains this or like is like up and down because we wanted to sweep against the Tigers, but that Bo Brisk or whatever his name is, I probably should remember it. I think he's coming on my other pod. I think he's coming on the other pod. I should probably remember his fucking name, but he was nasty. Like he was legitimately unhittable. And there's not that much film out on a guy like that. A 27th round draft pick, barely played in the minors, made the show. There's little like film on that. And the Jays lit up the best pitcher that pitched. Like Tariq Skubal, not really actually, sorry. Alvin Rodriguez we got to talk about that game. Alvin Rodriguez is the worst pitcher I've ever seen. Am I wrong?
We dove into some of his numbers too in the pregame of that series. It was hilarious. So fucking bad. It was just bomb, double off the wall, bomb. That was awesome to see them just wear out the Little Caesar sign outside of the bullpen in left field.
Like, I don't know if he's tipping his pitches or not. He has to be.
I think he has to be.
Or he's just throwing cock shots. Like, as a big league pitcher, you just don't do that. Like, that just doesn't happen. Like, you just don't consistently just get shelled every fucking game. His ERA, what is the ERA now? I'm going to search this. It has to be like 20, right?
Like 15, maybe. That's a Jays win, by the way. Final.
Yeah, Jays win.
2-1. JR success again. Right?
I think he got released, Alvin Rodriguez.
No.
Well, it's showing up as it's showing up as he has like no team he's with right now.
Maybe I sent down there.
Remember when people thought Detroit was actually going to be good this year?
Yeah, he got demoted.
Yeah, he got demoted. Okay.
Yeah.
Thoughts
I took Detroit's win total over.
That's a great bet.
What was it at?
Like 72.
Yeah,
or like 78 maybe.
So where do you think right now, because obviously the Jays win total was at 90 before the year started. Do you think that's going over? Like, where do you think it's at now?
I mean, we could check. Someone could check where it's at right now.
What's our pace? Where this is just the wrong show to be looking at 162 pace.
That was an absurd thing to ask us.
No, okay, sorry.
No, not you, Johnny. Abe asking.
Yeah,
what's our pace?
I phrased that wrong.
I
phrased that wrong. What I meant to say is if you were betting right now with the Jays record, would you be taking that team total wins at 90.5?
Yeah, I'd take the over.
Take the over. I think Boston isn't as good as we going into the season, so I definitely would take the over. And the Rays.
The Rays are, I mean, yeah,
they're good, but
we got to go into that too. Shane Mcclanahan is the best pitcher I've ever seen.
Kid's a stud, man.
No, I watched that. They played the Cardinals this week. I bet his strikeouts, so it hit. Credit to me. That game was an hour and 54 minutes.
Shortest game since a 2015 game that included a Mark Burley, Chris Sale start.
It was, I mean, I'm so fucking scared of Shane Mcclanahan. He's fucked. He's insane.
It's just one arm, though. Shane Baz came back, who was bad yesterday, but
yeah.
The Rays, their ability to find these guys is crazy.
Yeah. It pisses me off.
I'm not really worried about the lineup as much as I thought I would be.
Yeah.
I think they could finish fourth in the division, to be honest. I know they find a way to win, but I honestly I'm more worried about Boston than the Rays when we play them. Except when Shane Mcclanahan pitches, because he's the best pitcher in baseball.
He really is. And going into this week, I've circled this series on my calendar. About fucking time the Jays play the Orioles this year.
Yeah.
Like,
holy fuck.
About fucking time. No.
That's so weird.
We're in June and we haven't played the fucking Orioles yet.
Someone needs to get fired, man.
And honestly,
no, it's actually, I think that's awesome. we have 16 or whatever it is, 19 games against the Orioles left.
Yeah, that's sick. That is sick. But dude, like, it's honestly, this is a sick week to be watching Jays games because you get to watch the dog walking of the Baltimore Orioles, and then you go into the Yankees series this weekend. And by the way, let's brainstorm here. When am I going full uniform? It has to be this Yankee series, right? There's going to be the most people at these games, and maybe the Friday night matinee.
I think we need to do a midweek. A midweek's better because we have space to do it.
So what day are you thinking? I don't work this week.
Of course you don't.
There's no way I can go to a midweek game.
So you can't go to Friday, like this Friday.
I'm going to Friday's game with Ave.
Yeah, we're going Friday.
To that game. So you can come. We could do Friday, and you could show up. But you're gonna have to sit first level. You're gonna have to find first level seats.
That's just crazy talk. That's crazy talk.
I mean, what, Jano? Do you think he'd hook you up?
No, I don't think he's not even here. He's rehabbing, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, but they always get a set of tickets for home games.
I'll try to weasel it from Jamison Tyon again. But
that would be electric. Yeah, that's what you need because we should be close.
Mm-hmm.
So. What are we? So
where are those seats?
Beside the first base, behind the first base dugout, like 20 rows.
Yes. Okay. We're like behind the first base, we're like near home plate, but more first base side, and we're 12 rows up. So
we could be in the exact same section potentially.
Yeah. We could.
Okay.
How down first?
I'll figure out, but we got to make that announcement because I got to get my buddy to make the graphic. Because literally every YouTube video we make, it's at least one comment. It's like, when's the full jersey game?
Yeah.
So we have to establish that. Like, we got to set a date in stone ASAP.
We'll be there Friday.
So
no. Let's do the Sunday.
We have game. I can't go Sunday.
Saturday.
Potentially. I mean, I would like to be playing golf at some point that day, but.
So what's wrong with Friday? Let's just break this down.
Okay. You know what? I'll do Friday. There it is.
This guy goes Saturday, Sunday, but won't do the Friday.
Friday night. Here's the announcement. Avery, you can clip this. Friday night. I will be wearing the full jersey to the Toronto Blue Jays game. It will be Friday night. So everyone start taking work off. Get your fucking tickets. Friday, I will be in attendance at the Toronto Blue Jays game in a full uniform. So that's what's happening. So just make sure you know about this because I don't want to hear the listeners saying we had no warning. This is a week or 5 or 6 day warning. I guess 4 technically, actually.
We'll have another episode too.
Yeah. The Friday, I will be in a full Toronto Blue Jays jersey. And sorry, boys, I might be sitting 200 level. That's just me. I'm staying to my roots. I might be sitting 200.
You don't want to talk to JMO, eh? You don't want to bug him again.
No. We'll see because he's the enemy that week, especially with how this race is going. But I mean,
anytime he plays against us, he's the enemy, but he still went, right?
Yeah, I'll figure something out because I will be wearing the full jersey though.
Imagine wearing the full uniform of the Yankees parent section.
Oh, so I'll be wearing a full uniform on Friday. Book it. And yeah, so just be prepared for that. The full uniform game, man of my word. And by the way, the followers really fucked up because we hit 1,500 followers June 10th. Yeah. So you got like 12-hour difference for me to be wearing cleats. So I won't be wearing cleats.
I mean, what are you gonna wear instead?
Just runners. I'll be wearing runners. What do you mean? What am I wearing instead?
No, that's good.
Cleats would have been on another level, man.
If you were gonna wear like Jordans or something, just make it like a clown outfit. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I will not be doing that. But it's So just book it on the schedule. Everyone always butchers about it. I think it's gonna be electric. I'm trying to feel we gotta have someone a camera guy not a camera guy with me, but someone at least recording what's going on.
Yeah, I can get some of it for sure. Okay. Make up the video.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll have to take a picture outside gate 14 with you.
Yes. I'll have to get you pants or something, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna need pants from you too. Maybe we'll rip down to the game together, but I will just sit in the 200s.
Okay, I think we're going out to the bar. So if you could wear that to the bar, we'd love to have you.
That was already predetermined that I was wearing it to the bar. We'll figure something out. I don't know if we'll figure something out. Okay, but that is what's happening. I
mean, they're not gonna let you into any like half decent.
We'll have to go to like your like.
We'll have to go to Finn McCool's in the city.
You have to go to like a hole in the wall bar.
Like Shoeless Joe's.
Shoeless Joe's. I don't even know if they'd accept me.
Boston Pizza.
Yeah. So Friday. So this Friday we'll be doing that. But I was mentioning earlier, we have to talk about Lourdes Griel Jr. Holy fuck. I mean, today, another 3 RBIs. When he is raking, is there a better sight to see? His swing is so goddamn beautiful. Everything he does is like, fuck me. I like this guy. I would die for this guy's swing.
Couldn't believe it was only his 3rd home run of the year this weekend, too.
Me neither.
Yeah. So I like Lourdes Griel a lot as well. He's one of my favorite players on the team. I like when he's hot. He feels like he can cover the whole plate and he can hit absolutely anything when he gets going. And it's a delight to watch. Teoscar's kind of getting hot here too. So, like you said, just firing on all cylinders, pitching's well. The fact that we don't have to worry about high leverage innings from our bullpen kind of all weekend is nice again for a little bit of a break. But no, it's a lot of fun to watch.
And I want to tip my cap to you again, because you brought up that stat that he fucking stinks in May and just in June he's the best hitter ever. He's hitting 390 in June. 390 in June. I want you to show me another guy that is that fucking hot every single year of his career in a month. He's hitting 390 right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. That's just his thing. I remembered it last year. Yeah, so there he is. 364 in June right now.
Just it's sick. I like. Just never play him in April, May. Play him in like the fucking Florida League or whatever. Like,
yeah, you said, yeah.
Just play him in Dunedin. Let him
Florida
fucking
State
rock.
League.
Yeah,
when you said to leave him in Dunedin, I laughed out loud. I couldn't. Didn't even think.
Can you imagine like the team goes to report to Toronto? It's like, Lourdes, you're gonna stay here.
Yeah,
you're gonna stay here.
Extended spring training. Lourdes Griel Jr.
Yeah, and for people listening as well, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna talk about it. There's just a beef that was brought to our attention. I will ask for permission to talk about it for the next episode, but there is a beef that is maybe the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. Like the most random, out of like nowhere beef I've ever seen. It's awesome. So I will maybe bring it up next, but it doesn't involve me, by the way, fuckers. I'm not involved.
We're like, yeah, like we're not gonna speak on it until we have permission, but like we're like the lovable middle guys, from a Jay's perspective.
Yes, we are the middlemen.
You know,
we're
not trying to get involved in shit.
This is a different mud boy. Yeah,
yeah. If we will.
This is Mud Boy to a different extent, like
yes,
a crazy version of Mud Boy. By the way, the Yankees have scored 2 home runs and a field goal today. So.
Wait, you mean 2 touchdowns?
2 touchdowns and a field goal. Fuck, sorry.
What'd you say?
He said 2 home runs and a field goal, but I understood.
Baseball guy.
I was so confused.
Fucking sue me.
Did they just hit 2 home runs?
I have prospect talk with Avery, by the way, right now.
Let's hear it.
Our guy segment. He's not our guy, but Big Dick Ricky Tiedemann is absolutely lighting it up for the Vancouver Canadians. This guy is a fucking stud. Shapiro came out and said he already has big league stuff, but they're just going to give him the time. Okay, so he got to Vancouver decent bit. He's 2-0, 1.37. No, sorry, that was stupid. 0.46 ERA. He has 28 strikeouts in 19 innings and a .61 WHIP.
Where did this guy come from?
He played JUCO baseball in California, and he was our 3rd round pick. I'm pretty sure.
And he is just the most fucked pitcher. I like his stats are insane.
He's a 2002 out of Golden West College in Huntington Beach, California.
And he's just the best pitcher to ever live. And listen, me and him have kind of like a background here. So listen, he's one of those guys that has. And Avery, this honestly might be a funny clip. I'm not sure. But anyways, he's one of those guys that has his phone number and his Instagram. So
I don't know if we should say that.
So yeah, no, it's fine. It's there. If you see it. So I texted him. I said, legend, comma. I'm usually good with this shit. Like I've had big names, like all this stuff. Legend, what do we have to do to get you on the most electric Blue Jays podcast on the planet. Pretty good message. Pretty good first message. Left it on red, right?
Oh.
So 16 days after, May 18th, I text him again. I mean, I will sacrifice my liver to get you on this podcast on delivered. So we still have a chance. Should I emphasize that? I'm going to emphasize that. I'm going to triple text. I'm emphasizing it. So Ricky might be coming on the podcast. Big Dick Rick, as the kids call him.
Yep.
He's just maybe the best left-handed pitching prospect in baseball.
And he has long hair and a bun because he's of
because he fucks.
I think he's Hawaiian descent or whatever that is. So he looks fucking off. Just the coolest player of all time.
Yeah, and that's prospect talk with Avery. Maybe we'll try to shine the light on some prospects every once in a while. Maybe next up can be Ralvis Martinez. Maybe you can give us a little background on him.
I think I should go for the no-name guys. Really dig into what they've been doing. Have a little fun.
Big Dick Rick is no longer a no-name guy. I mean, he is the Sportsnet sucks his cock 24/7.
As they should, though. He's Big Dick Rick.
Yeah. I'm kind of dying to see him in a big league spring training next year to see where he's at, because he's going to probably finish this year in Double-A, right? Probably Double-A. Yeah, he's definitely finishing this year in Double-A. His stats at High A are stupid. So, I can't wait to see what he does this year. If his numbers keep going like this, fuck it. Alec Manoa his ass. Call him up to the show now.
The Big Dick Rick t-shirts we're going to make, Jer, are going to be incredible.
Yeah.
That's another thing we got to talk about, is merch. Gate 14 merch.
The hoodies have been ordered, right? The
hoodies have been ordered.
Okay.
Yeah. Payment went through.
The card wasn't declined. The card was not declined.
The card was not declined. Now, this guy could blow me off randomly, but I don't see that happening. So expect hoodies. Next week is supposed to arrive. So
yeah, that's sick. And I'm juiced for it. We ordered the navy ones just to see. I think they're gonna look electric. I'm a big navy guy. Navy makes you look a little more jacked. I don't know if you noticed on the golf course today, I was wearing a black fucking shirt. I was looking great. But that,
is there any stats, anything behind that, or is that just your own?
Oh no, I'm a big guy. I just wear black to feel thinner, not more jacked.
Yeah, is this supposed to be thinner?
But if
I look more jacked than black. What? I don't know if that's just the case, but yeah, I think black is the greatest color of all. Black and navy, the darker you get, the better it is. It goes with everything. You wear it with Lulu, you wear it with whatever. Mm-hmm. So I think the navy black and then black hoodies are the best option. I don't know if we I want to do something here. So we have one listener who's a loyal listener. He DMs us all the time. I got to wish him congratulations. He got engaged this weekend. #thank you, Johnny.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, credit to me for that. Blake, loyal listener. What's his last name? Blake Styan. I hope I'm saying that correct. He's getting married. Sorry, this month. He just had his bachelor party. Hope you and the boys had a good time. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, obviously. And hopefully you can hopefully when you're banged up tomorrow, hungover as fuck, you can just tune into this podcast. It'll kind of slow you down a little bit. But just congratulations to Blake for that.
I mean, this would be horrible if he doesn't hear this, right?
No, we care about every listener.
I will
every individual listener.
I will tell you right now that we will get a text message at probably 9 a.m. tomorrow saying a DM thanks boys. But shout out to Blake. You just love to see it. And another guy, Mellow Mandem, I gave him 2 gambling picks that just hit in the second inning, and I didn't get a thank you. So we need to discuss that maybe in a little bit later through a DM. No thank you, Johnny. That's fine. And we went live on Instagram. And it was electric. Me and JR. The people were demanding JR. It was JR or bust. They wanted nothing to do with me. It was JR. It was like JR chants in the fucking chat. So I gave the people what they wanted. JR hopped on. The Instagram live was we have some characters follow it. Listening to the show. And that's no disrespect. I love it. We got some mutants, some legit mutants listening to this podcast, and it's just absolutely electric and hilarious. There was one guy who was a big Ave guy, which is crazy because Avery does not relate to Thunder Bay guys. Avery is the most,
I went to school in Sudbury, man. I'm
the most bougie dude of all time.
This is not true at all.
Oh, that is so true. You have the fucking expensive driver head covers. You have the nicest fucking style. You have the nicest clothes. You are the last human being I would ever think would relate to Thunder Bay guys. What are you talking about?
Sudbury, man. I worked on a farm in Sudbury for a summer. That's fucking grit. Man, and my thing is spending money on golf. It's the only thing I spend a lot of money on. Pretty much.
Bougie, man.
Coming from you, eh? JR. Are you fucking kidding me? That's bullshit from you, Jer. You know that.
This guy had his fucking jersey unbuttoned on his deck in Thunder Bay. He's a name guy.
Yeah, appreciate that. You're a city slicker, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I'm from Georgetown.
Georgetown's not the city though.
Exactly.
Okay, but you're like a city slicker through and through. Like you would. I am too because I hate camping. Are you guys camping guys?
I fucking hate camping.
Yeah, I'm not a camping guy.
If you like to camp and are listening to this podcast, one, fuck you. Two, you're just like, there's something mentally wrong with people that like to camp, right? Like, what the fuck is entertaining about you sit in the fucking wilderness?
I hate mosquitoes. I get eaten up. That's why I don't like camping.
I hate mosquitoes. I hate humidity. I hate not being able to just sleep in a normal fucking bed. Like, I went to Boots and Hearts for 5 years in a row, so I understand this stuff. Like, I'm dialed in on the camping aspect, and it's the worst experience ever. I can't even imagine people like legitimately looking at it and enjoying doing it.
Yeah, no, take a lap to those people for sure.
Yeah, no disrespect.
Camping in a trailer is bougie, though. You could do that.
Well, yeah, it's the thing you do. Are you okay? You're a trailer camper, right?
No, not a big camp. We used to be a camping family, but not anymore.
Yeah, I could see that. Breaking news. So JR will be leaving this episode. So he is 0.5 locked in right now. He will be going his baseball game for the listeners to understand this. His baseball game starts at 8:30 p.m. It is currently 5 p.m. and he's going to St. Louis Bar and Grill to, I guess, murder a chicken to eat it or do some farming before he gets in there. JR will be leaving.
I mean, I'm playing in the same game, so it's
and Avery. And by the way, Avery's in the same game as him, which is whatever. But so JR, let's give your prediction, and then we'll send you on your merry way.
Okay, so
gamer.
I'm not even gonna comment on the situation.
It's a 4-gamer, by the way.
4-gamer. Orioles. I've been pretty hot in my prediction, so obviously people are gonna value this one. But 3-1, 3 wins, 1 loss.
It's a great pick. Very, very hot. And who's your MVP? What's your hot take? Like, who's your MVP of the series? Where are you at?
Last series MVP, Stripling. Again.
Okay.
I would say. For this series, I'm going to go with Moreno breaks out.
Wow, at home.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel Moreno breaks out at home.
He's gonna be hyped, man. He's gonna
first
be
MLB tank, you think?
Wow.
Ooh. God, I think 4-game series though. I don't know if that's a hot take. I think you gotta say 2. 2 tanks.
2?
I mean, like 1 homer. I mean, that's not really that's not a hot take.
Oh, for a guy who's hit 1 home run this year.
In his first week hitting 2 home runs at home is a hot take. Right?
The 2 homers is a hot take, but 1, it's like he hits
one's like a pretty decent take though, especially with the guy that
yeah. Okay.
So we're talking prediction. Hot. All right. So
anyways, guys.
So anyways, I like I said, I don't know.
No, do your exit, Jared. I know you were trying to do your exit.
Do your exit. Let's hear your exit.
Anyways, I love this podcast. I fucking love these guys. So, like I said, I love every single listener. All you JR gang members, man. Appreciate you guys. I'm working fucking bootstrapping behind the scenes to get this merch to you guys. So I'll tell you one thing, it's gonna be fucking amazing merch. But
you got on that shit quick. I'll give you that, Jared.
Yeah,
man,
thank
did
you,
I
JR.
ever? Told you, man. I got connections in the industry. So,
thank you, JR.
We're gonna have that soon.
Cheers,
guys. Get a good finish here, right? Couple good clips.
Couple stick tops. All right.
See you guys. I guess mid next week.
All right. See you next week.
See you guys.
Have a great one. Cheers, Jared. Yeah. And while we go into
that fucking guy, man,
it's just one of a kind. But we got to talk about something that we forgot to mention in the pregame. A video resurfaced on the internet. A video that I guess I started the video resurfacing because I posted on TikTok. The pissing of the pants. I have to address this. One, anything for content. Two, people genuinely didn't understand like the joke and gist of it. Like thought it was like they thought I was just legitimately pissing my pants for it. I tweeted that if the Jays signed Springer, I would do it. With my little knowledge, knowing the Jays that they just never sign guys, I was like, okay, this is pretty safe. Do I regret it? No, I don't regret it, because now people can look back at that, and I guess we'll just recognize the podcast and help grow the podcast. But it was fucking hilarious. I was a meme. Like I was a meme for a couple of days. It was just great shit.
They got a hold of it. Some people thought it was funny. Other people thought it was gross. Personally, I loved it. That's why we needed to get it up there. It was really funny, just the reaction. Some guy tweeted out like Jays fans have punched a cop, run on the field, and then pissed their pants. It was like they put you in that sort of
That's
realm.
A great. And listen, I'm fine with being in that. I'm fine with being in that. Besides the punching of the cop, in that set of fans. And one comment that I really liked is I deserve a World Series ring. Thank you. I agree. I've already told all the Jays guys when they come on the Jays pod or my other podcast that if I'm not on the parade bus, the friendship's done. And I think that makes sense. I think I deserve a spot just for what I've done. If the Jays win the World Series, that will be something that I'm assuming will be on a banner somewhere deep. But it's just, you love to see it. It was fucking hilarious seeing people catch wind of it. And I, by the way, Mudboy almost came back for the no credit, but then you talked me off the ledge and you told me our name was in the video. So
yeah, and they didn't cut off the when you copy and paste a video from TikTok and like save it to your phone, it adds the where it's from at the end. And for me, if I was doing that, I would go into my phone, cut that out so that people didn't. Well, honestly, I actually just download it from a website to take out the credit in general. I told you to do that before too. So they kept it on. I was like, there is credit there. People know they can go somewhere and look for it. You were mad at first.
I was. Hand up. I was very, very mad at first, but I'm good now. It got kind of taken down on TikTok too. Yeah, what the fuck is that? What is that? What is that?
It was a sensitivity warning for people. You can, once you scroll to it, it'll have you say like, do you want to watch it anyways or skip?
Which kind of fucks you because some people will just
the views stopped as soon as that happened. Yeah.
Yes, because it was buzzing. Like it was buzzing. But yeah, I had to address that because I like the video resurfaced because of, I guess, me, and you just love to see it. Yeah, so we'll end it off here with the series preview going into the Orioles. I'll go over the pitching matchup. I don't think the last pitching matchup is up.
I don't even think the Orioles have said any of their pitchers, have they?
It's Kyle Brodich versus Manoa tomorrow. What a game that's going to be. Manoa against the Orioles. Lyles against Kikuchi, and then the 3-4 they haven't announced it.
Okay.
So,
we have our starters for those games, right?
Yeah, who's after Kikuchi?
Oh fuck.
Barrios? Yes, Barrios.
Yeah, because Kikuchi was the last game in KC, right?
Yeah. Kikuchi, it's gonna go, so it's technically it's gonna go Manoa, Kikuchi, Barrios, Gausman. Okay.
Those are our guys, man.
Yeah. It sucks though because Gausman won't be pitching against the Yankees, and I kind of want to see that.
I don't even think he's pitched against them this year, has he? I'm sure he has actually, and I just don't remember.
We're not even gonna bring that. I have
no, because Kikuchi's pitched against the Yankees a lot.
Yes, Kikuchi has a lot.
I remember that for sure.
But so
that's another hypothetical we never just look up. So that was stupid.
Yeah, I don't really care to look it up. But it's going to be a 6 series in terms of like offense wise. I think the Jays team total is just like going to get hammered every single game by me. And looking back on it, yes, Gausman has pitched against the Yankees.
It must have been the first series, right?
April 14th, 5 innings, 2 earned runs.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the series is going to be, if it's any less than 3-1, it's embarrassing.
I want to say a sweep again.
Really? You think it's a 4-game sweep? That's tough, especially with Kikuchi.
I know baseball things happen. We've had some good mojo every time I've said the Blue Jays are going to sweep. So I say Blue Jays 4-0.
I respect it. Got to tip my cap. So you're saying 4-0. I'm saying 3-1. I'm going to say Manoa hasn't been I'm going to say one of our pitchers goes complete game.
I like that.
I'm going to say a CG for one of our pitchers. I'm praying it's Manoa because he deserves a CG more than anyone, especially with some of his outings he's had.
He got rinsed against the Reds.
Yeah. So I'm going to say Manoa. I'm going to say Manoa complete game. And I'm going to say Gurriel hits 2 home runs this series. It's not a hot take. He's just been absolutely buzzing. It's June. So I'm going to say Gurriel hits 2 home runs in the series.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. 4-0 for me. This is the hardest part of the show every time is figuring out a person who I think is going to do well. So I'll go Teoscar Hernandez hits a home run and drives in 7 over the series.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Teoscar is buzzing. Don't let Teoscar get hot, people. Do not let Teoscar get hot.
We moved him down a little bit too today. I didn't hate that move at all.
Yeah.
Today's lineup was really good. You said that too. And I
loved it. The Jays lineup today was probably one of my favorite ones they've had in a while. Yeah. That was probably one of them, like my favorite ones. And lastly, we'll end it on this. Are the Bo Bichette haters sick or are they sick? He is mashing right now. I think he hit the ball 5 times yesterday, all 5 hard hit balls based on StatCast or over 95 mile an hour exit velo. The Bo Bichette haters are sick to their fucking stomach right now. They really are. He's nasty again. He's so good.
We knew it. I don't get people who go out on a limb right away at the start of a season. For Vladdy, it's kind of been more the middle half. I thought he started pretty well, so that's a little odd. But for a young guy to get off to a slow start in a season, it's kind of crazy to kind of give up on someone like that.
Especially Bo Bichette, a guy that's had a history of a ton of success in the big leagues. So, lastly, make sure you vote Alejandro Kirk in the All-Star game.
All our guys.
This will be everyone, but mainly I want to mention because I feel like this has to be brought up and put onto the TikTok sphere. Alejandro Kirk is a fucking all-star. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. He's the best hitting catcher in the American League right now. I don't think there's a near second. Maybe Trevino, I think, on the Yankees has been hitting pretty well, actually, as well. Vote Alejandro Kirk into the big league. Vote Thick Jesus into the fucking all-star game. He is a joy to watch. He strings together great at-bats. He has such a good eye at the plate. Today was the first time he struck out twice in a game, or second time ever in his career he struck out twice in a game. Crazy stat. That's like Joey Votto type of shit. So vote Alejandro Kirk. That's the main guy that I want to see in an all-star game. He deserves it the most. He really does.
Alejandro Kirk memes as well. Putting on for our guy.
Yeah, putting on for Alejandro Kirk. But anyways, guys, we will talk before the Yankee series. Hopefully by the next time we talk to you guys, the Jays sweep the Orioles or take 3 of 4, which is what I predicted. I'm excited to see it. Full uniform game coming on Friday, so stay tuned for that. And love you guys. Thank you for your support. And Avery, anything else?
No, love you guys.
There it is.